from it. And like, yeah, I'm just gonna go forward and keep, because like you pretty much gave me everything I had. I know I can do it if I just keep sticking to like what I've been doing. I just need to like figure out a few things here and there, move it around, and I think I'll be, like you said, on my way.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Well, Phil, I got some questions for you, man. I want to find out, I always like to take inventory myself. And is it okay if I record it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I like to take inventory just like I do. I do it with my clients too. I take almost weekly inventory. John, is there anything else you think I can do? And 99% of the time, the answer is no, because I always want to inspect what I expect from my clients, myself,
Yeah.
because we put a lot of effort into this.
Right,
And,
right.
advertising isn't easy. A lot of people might sell you that dream that it is. It's not easy to do advertising and be good at it. It takes some work, right? And that's why we get paid what we get paid. But now, one of the questions I have, Phil, is what has been your experience working with me over these 5 weeks?
Oh man, what has been my experience working with you, Mike? Ah, like you pretty much gave me everything from like A to Z, right? And you knew like since you've been there and you've done it, like you always had the right answer to like all my questions. You know what to say, you've experienced it, right? You even knew about things that were coming that I didn't even know about. And I was just so amazed because like I was really, there were some parts where I was just like really anxious about it, and then you explained it simply, and all of a sudden the anxiety goes away because like you're the coach who guides me to the promised land, even though I put in the work to get the results, but you show me the path.
Mhm.
And I feel like you really know what you're talking about. Like it's not fake, it's not, you've experienced it all, you've seen it all, and you just know what to say because you have so much experience and wisdom, from all your experiences,
Nice.
which makes it really, really cool for me because like you said, we collapse time frames. I ask a question, and yeah, it gets me closer to my goal.
Nice. Um, my next question to you, Phil, is, so now if you were to put like a dollar amount on the value, right? Because I know we have a coaching price, but on the value of
Yeah, yeah.
my coaching ability, what would that dollar amount be?
Way more than 10 grand for sure. Like, because I already know that if I keep going like this, it's going to be way more than 10 grand, like probably like maybe like 40, 50. Yeah, like I already know, like I'm super excited, even though like there's a lot of things that I got to deal with and like figure out. I'm still super excited, and there's going to be bad days,
Mhm.
but there's also going to be good days
Yeah.
from the tactics and what you've shown me. That's more than enough to hit my goals and go past it for sure.
Nice. Okay. And I guess what would you say to someone who is like on the fence? They're like, I don't know. This guy wants to charge me coaching and calls and all this kind of stuff. And they're like, they're like most people, they're just bouncing the idea, testing it, trying it, not getting it right. What would you say to someone who's on the fence about working with me as their coach for their SMMA agency?
I would say that it's more about you than it is the price, because if you really believe in yourself, and if you really believe in yourself, then you would be worth it. You would think you were worth it, and you would pay that all the time, you know?
Nice. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, I think over the 5 weeks, what, 8 clients? Um,
Man, a lot.
yeah, and you know what it is too. The cool part is that it is the clients are always easy to get because there's an abundance of businesses. It's not
Mhm.
like there's a shortage. Or let's say we were a local service business as an example. It's not that there's a shortage of clients. It's just how do we find these clients? And I feel
Right.
like when we're in SMMA, we have the luxury that businesses essentially put their information out on the internet. right?
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
know who's, a local business. We know what, this is a plumber, this is a roofer. They say it, it's their business name, easy to find them. All
Yeah.
we have to do is be willing to, do whatever it takes, to communicate with them effectively. And on the back end, once we communicate with them, we've shared how we can help them get them the results. And then now we get the luxury of working with them with our skill set, through our agency. And that's what I feel like is so simple for honestly anybody. You do need a little bit of skill set, but
Right. Right.
honestly, the less you know almost helps you a little bit better, because you don't, what we call, affect your thinking going into the relationship. They have this thing where, if I were to work one-on-one with someone who is a quote unquote sales, god or sales killer, right? That person may not work as well because they're going to have their recipe of sales, and that's okay, right? But now that whole recipe coming into an agency may not be the same, right? Like when I first started to talk to these local businesses, I tried to use my old abilities and it didn't work the same. I had to shift gears and learn how to shift gears and to be consistent with my gear shifting, because I would want to go back to my old way of pitching people, right?
Yeah.
See, that's the same principle that applies here, that nobody is too old to learn something new. And it's all going to be every day you look at your agency like that. How can I learn something new today, grow myself, grow my business? Maybe it's one or two things. It's really going to be one or two small things that keep adding another, 5, 10, 15, 20K, 30K, or whatever it is. It's not like massive stuff. Like we just went over some landing pages, we went over some Google ads and stuff like that. It's not massive. It's very small stuff, right? But all of it working together over and over again, adding, a couple more clients into the recipe is what keeps driving your success into your agency. And always, like we talk about, keep that positive mind, because all the money in the world will never make anybody happy. It's like the journey that you're going through, the ups and downs that you have.
Right.
That's what basically builds your agency, right? All those experiences. And then this is a pleasure to be here. It's fun. We're working, we're having a good time, because that's what anything is. You have a good time. You like what you do. The more you like what you do with your agency, it will almost catapult you for faster growth and success. That's why, when we went over in the beginning, even if you don't like what you're doing at your job, no problem. Do it as if you liked it, because here you have an opportunity to do something that you want to do, and you got to apply the same energy that you just gave another person at a job you was at into your business. And it's not easy because you're tired, you're fatigued, you don't want to do it. And you got to, you know what I mean? It's not easy, but is it worth it? The answer is yes. And so there it is, Phil. Any other questions you have for me?
No, I just really want to thank you, Mike. I'm super grateful that, I decided to do this, and I'm super grateful that you put me on some game and showed me a couple of things, and I'm just like really satisfied. Also, I was just wondering, like, is there anything that I can do for you to support you in your agency?
Not that I know of. I haven't thought about anything, but if something comes to mind, I'll email you. And then, also feel free to email me, because you're going to have questions, man. I'm telling you, you'll have questions.
know.
Email me. And as things come up, we will get you answers that you need, because I've seen it all, man. You will have some interesting things come up. I haven't seen it all, I should say, but I've seen a lot. I've experienced a lot in growing the agency and a lot of failure. That's why it's so easy to help you to don't do that. Don't go down that road. There's no success in that.
Oh man, it was really fun. I enjoyed those coaching sessions, Mike. They're just priceless, honestly.
Awesome. Okay. All right, Phil. Well, have a great evening, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, you too, Mike. See you later.
Take care.